Hi guys, I'm Dimension Jumper and today we're doing my top 5 DS games. Now for this list I'll be going over some of the DS games that I've played while growing up and that I just have a connection to, mainly because of how long I've been playing them, and just because some of these DS games on this list are some of my personal favourites. So for number 5, it's Lego Harry Potter years 1 to 4 and 5 to 7. Now, I couldn't really separate these two, mainly because of they basically continue from one to the other, because they follow the Harry Potter books and the films. And what I like about these games is that they're just they basically add some familiarity for the books and the games, and I just really enjoy a lot of the levels. Because I enjoy how you can basically use your spells to basically get through obstacles, defeat bosses, and you can also learn new spells throughout each level or whenever you do. And I do enjoy how you can play as different characters, and because if let's say you need to get certain trophy or a certain character token or whatever, and there's a path blocking you, you can use a specific character to basically get that particular collectible. So yeah, and I do really like how the cutscenes also play out a bit, like how instead of having talking cutscenes like you see in modern Lego games, they basically use grunts and facial features and stuff like that. So yeah, that's why I quite like Lego Harry Potter years 1 to 4 and 5 to 7. For number 4 is New Super Mario Bros. For DS. Now what I like about this game is that it was basically my very first Mario game that I've played, and I've got to say I did enjoy a lot of the elements that this game brought in. So it was the very first New Super Mario Bros. Kind of game, because you also got the other New Super Mario Bros. Games like for the Wii, the Wii U, 3DS, those sorts of games. And also I did enjoy how a lot of the levels played out. Like you basically got all these different themes, and you basically go through various different worlds. And I also like how 2 of the worlds are only unlockable if you have the mini mushroom on you and you use it during a particular boss battle. So I did enjoy that, like how you can basically use the mini Mario and basically try and beat the particular bosses of that particular level. So yeah, that's why I quite like New Super Mario Bros. For the DS. For number 3 is The Legend of Zelda Phantom Hourglass. Now, I know a lot of people who are fans of the Zelda series are not a big fan of Phantom Hourglass, and I've got to say that Phantom Hourglass does have some good moments, and I do enjoy a lot of the moments from Phantom Hourglass, like Linebeck, Tetra, the Bellum boss fight. But yeah, apart from those cool moments, there are some other moments that could have added some extra padding and stuff like that. But apart from that, I quite enjoyed this game. I wouldn't say it's my top 3 Zelda games, but I would say it's a good Zelda game for me to play when I'm on the move, and if I'm going from on holiday or something, and I can just relax and just play this game for a bit, or when I'm at home or whatever. I can just just kill a few hours of my time and just play this game for a bit. And I do enjoy a lot of the boss fights. One of my favourites being the Gleeok boss fight. That was pretty cool. And I just enjoy a lot of other things, but I kind of wish they added some padding and stuff, so we wouldn't have to go back to the same temple multiple times. But yeah, apart from that, I do quite enjoy Phantom Hourglass. for number 2 is Pokemon Pearl. Now, I was actually introduced into the Pokemon series, like, quite late on in my life, by a friend of mine. Mainly because, well, because like before I played Pokemon Pearl, I kind of did hear about Pokemon, like, but I wasn't like, didn't officially know about the game until a friend of mine a few years ago introduced me to the game, and he gave me his copy of Pearl, and I've got to say I do enjoy Pokemon Pearl just because I think it's one of those games or Pokemon games that you first play and you just like the game as a whole, because I do enjoy playing Pokemon Pearl from time to time, and I've got to say I do enjoy like a lot of the gyms. I think the Pokemon designs, or a lot of them in fact, are quite unique to this game in particular, including the starters and how they're all based on like different types of animals. So they've got like Turtwig, who's based on like a turtle, Chimchar based on like a chimp, and Piplup based on like a penguin. And I've got to say, a lot of the other Pokemon that you can find in this game are quite cool in design and how they can learn different moves. And yeah, and I've got to say, the champion Cynthia, I think she was like one of the most difficult fights when I first played the game that I have encountered. But now that I've got like some other games, there are some other boss fights that I find way harder than Cynthia. But yeah, I think it's a good game, and I think this was a good sort of starter Pokemon game for me to play. So yeah, that's why I quite like Pokemon Pearl. And for number 1 is The Legend of Zelda Spirit Tracks. Now this is one of my favourites Zelda games. It was like this is probably my second favourite, mainly because of the story. Because basically the story is you just have to save Zelda's body and basically reunite her soul with her body. before the Demon King possesses it. And I've got to say that's kind of a cool plot because this is the very first Zelda game where Zelda is a companion of yours, and I kind of wish they have that more in newer Zelda games. Maybe Zelda somehow communicates with Link somehow, kind of like how she did in Breath of the Wild. But I do enjoy this game because it's like, I quite enjoy the graphics. A lot of the gameplay I quite enjoy, and I've got to say, the use of the microphone for some of the items, like the spirit flute and the whirlwind, are quite ingenious. Just because you can basically just play, like, it feels like you're actually, like, playing the notes or creating whirlwinds or stuff like that. And I've got to say, that's quite cool. And also the bosses are quite ingenious as well. And I do like how you can, if you like, whenever you're on your train, you can basically just draw like a line to your destination, but you can like take a detour if you have to, if you have like certain items you have to give to a certain person for side quests or stuff like that. So yeah, that's why Spirit Tracks is at number 1. So I hope you enjoyed that video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.